Hello and welcome to the monthly weigh-in. Let's talk about August. So in August, really the only big event that I can really remember is just my camping trip. And of course, during my camping trip, I did gain a little bit of weight. This was about mid-month, so I had been losing weight a little bit by then. Like, I had lost a couple of pounds, but I gained whatever I had lost at the beginning of the month throughout the camping trip. And I think a majority of that is from the day that we went out for pizza, because my kids were so pumped to just be camping. They were so excited. It was really hard to get them to just sit down and eat, so finally we just went to a restaurant because it was less exciting and they would just sit down and eat. So I think a majority of the weight gained was from that situation because I love pizza, and we also ordered cheese curds. Wisconsinite, I cannot say no to cheese curd. It's just not happening. So when I got home, I immediately got back into the weight loss mindset, and this is what I have an issue with most trips, most events, is that a lot of times when I'm actually at the event or doing whatever it is, like camping, usually I'm really good during that, and then I get home and I just eat because I assume that I did so bad while I was camping, or I'm rewarding myself for doing so good while I was camping. But this time, when I got back, I just got back into it. What I was doing was lightly tracking this month. I was not tracking as rigidly as I had been the past couple of months, and I've been tracking since probably about June pretty regularly. I'm starting to get a better idea of how much I can eat throughout the day, and also just listening to my body and figuring out from there, like, when is a good time to stop? What is a good portion size? A lot of times I'll use my smaller plates, and if I fill up that smaller plate, even if it's stacked, usually that equals to what I would usually have for one meal calorie-wise. My goal is to completely stop tracking at some point and to just be able to live life normally. I'm really hoping that I can do that, but maybe every once in a while I'll have to go back to tracking to kind of remind myself of what things are and, you know, that kind of stuff. So it might be an off and on thing throughout my life, but the goal is to be mostly off of tracking than on tracking. I don't think I'm 100% ready for that yet, though. This month I was eating a lot more whole foods. I was doing a little bit more meal prepping, more like ingredient prepping than meal prepping, except for with my lunches. For some reason, midday, I have such a hard time really making myself something. I kind of just want to heat something up and eat it. I don't want to cook in the middle of the day. So a lot of times I meal prep my lunches, but ingredient prep for like breakfast or dinner. And for breakfast, a lot of times I was having protein coffee, and for some reason, every once in a while, this happens like 2 or 3 times a year, but coffee starts making me feel a little bit sick. It starts giving me headaches. I don't know why this only happens every once in a while, but right now I'm off of coffee, so my protein coffee is not happening right now. I'm having protein overnight oats, just mixing in protein powder with Greek yogurt, a little bit of milk, and some oats. And I think I added a little vanilla extract to really bump up that vanilla taste. So while I was eating a lot of whole foods, there were times that I was eating foods that were not super great for me. Of course, the pizza and the cheese curds when I was camping, but we also did stop at some fast food places throughout the month. That's just kind of how life is. You go to fast food places because they're very convenient when you're traveling. They're very convenient when you're going from place to place, when you have a full day of shopping and you just need to eat in the middle of the day. Fast food's gonna happen. So I think I'm doing a good job of balancing things for the most part. Now, exercise this month. I started the month doing the Chloe Ting Pilates challenge, and I did post a video on that if you are interested in seeing that. And when I finished the Pilates challenge, this was right before I went camping, I was so motivated to keep going because the results from those 2 weeks, visually, like the scale did not show it all that much, but visually, my progress pictures, I made so much progress in 2 weeks. And I don't know if I can attribute all of that to the Chloe Ting challenge, or if it's just my body finally starting to show a little bit more muscle, release a little bit more fat. I don't know what it is, but I'm starting to see the progress finally. The scale has been showing progress for a long time. I see it trending downwards. But visually, I had a hard time seeing it. Once I was done with the Chloe Ting challenge, went camping, came back, was so motivated by the results from the Kaleigh Ting challenge that I decided to start the Kaleigh Ting summer shred. I have such a hard time saying that. I decided to try that. I think I got about 3 days in and I was just so sick and tired of it. It already was so repetitive and I just was craving something new, and I knew if I forced myself to complete this challenge, that exercise would not be fun. I wouldn't be looking forward to doing it, and I would probably skip a few days. So I decided to make exercise fun again, and I've been feeling the running bug a little bit. I am no runner. I have bad stamina. It's starting to get better. Bad stamina, bad endurance. I just am not a great runner. And I can't just go out and run whenever I want. I have kids. So if I want to go outside and go running, either the kids have to come with me, which I'm in a hillier area and I really don't want to push both of them in the stroller uphill running. That sounds awful. So I would prefer to not go running with them. So then I need to coordinate with my husband a time when he's home and able to solely watch him by himself. And I don't know. This must be just a mom thing, but I do feel some guilt just leaving the kids to do something fun. So running outside, not really a thing that I can do. I do have a treadmill, and that is where I do most of my running. So I started running with intervals. So I did 30 seconds of running, 1 minute of walking, 8 to 10 times. Of course, with a warm up and a cool down. And then yesterday, I finally worked up to 1 minute of running, 1 minute of walking, with a warm up and a cool down 8 times. So we are making progress. It's very little progress, but it is progress. Am I enjoying running? Slightly. I wouldn't say I got a runner's high. I don't have that, but I do not absolutely hate it. And I love the way that running makes me feel afterwards. I just feel better, like healthier. I don't know what it is about running, but it makes me feel really good. And then I also started doing my strength training again with Cohen strength. Just using dumbbells. I have 15-pound dumbbells right now. Sometimes I use my 5-pound dumbbells for like the warm-ups, or some exercises are just really hard with the 15. I wish I had 10s because those would be a little bit easier, but not too easy. Like the 5s are way too easy. And I also wish that I had 20 pounds or 25 pounds for the things that the 15 pounds are feeling too easy. But this is what I got right now. That is what I'm doing currently. Throughout all of August, I exercised for 24 days in total, which has got to be a new high for me for how many exercise days I have within a month. For some reason, August, I just really enjoyed exercise. I've always enjoyed exercise, but I actually am starting to look forward to exercise. And I don't know if it's because I'm starting to gain the strength and I'm starting to lose some fat, so then these exercises are a lot easier, a little less painful. Well, not painful, straining. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. It's just getting easier. It's getting better, and I have the routine, and I'm really enjoying exercise right now. So let's talk results for August. I started August at 190 with a goal of hitting 183 by the end of the month. And today I weighed in at 185, so we didn't hit that 183, but when I tell you, I'm about to show you these progress pictures. I see the difference and it feels drastic. Like these pictures are so different from each other. I can't believe this is only 1 month. So here's me at the beginning of the month. Here is me at the end of the month. And then here's some side by sides. And for fun, I thought I would put my January picture with the picture I took this morning. Wow, I've made so much progress this year. Yes, I wish that the scale was showing a little bit lower of a number because it kind of sucks that I didn't hit that actual goal, but honestly, who cares? My clothes are starting to get too big. I need to go shopping here pretty soon. I think we'll do a thrift haul. I need a new belt because my belt was getting me through for a while, and then I went to put it on and I couldn't even make a new hole. Like, I would be wrapping the belt around me quite a bit at this point, and it would almost be just too annoying. My original goal was to be 170 in October. I could possibly get there, but I kind of feel like it's not gonna happen. So I'd like to be in the 170s by October. But my goal for the end of September is to see the 170s. So if it's 179.9, that is my goal. And I think that is a little bit more achievable because I lost 5 pounds this month with vacation. September, I don't think I have any vacations planned. I do have a wedding that I need to go to, but besides that, I guess that is a vacation because we're staying all weekend. So it might be a very similar month next month, but we'll see. Thank you for joining me today with my weigh-in, and I will see you next time. Bye!